in a modern home in the woods. So I was familiar with being in the woods. I guess 18 years ago that I moved into a very rustic cabin in the woods. So about 18 years ago, I moved in. To start, it was a 16 by 16 cabin with a loft and no amenities at all. We carried water. And then we built the current home that we live in a couple years later. We put in running water into the kitchen sink. It's just cold water. And then we finally put a bathroom on, I guess it had to have been around 2006, so not quite 10 years ago. It's really going to depend on who you are and what you're willing to tolerate and what you like. So you don't expect to bathe every day. You brush your teeth a little bit differently, you go to the bathroom differently. Like if someone who needs to shower or clean up every single day should just not even fool with it. Or they need to be willing to carve out more time of their day, because it's not like you can't jump in and take a 5-minute shower. So before we had a bathroom, we had a cast iron tub, those big old timey kind of tubs, and we'd fill it up with water and build a fire under it. I don't think we need to be as clean as we think we do, for one thing. As far as like teeth and cleaning your teeth, that depends on your diet. When you eat vegetation and even meat and things like that, like a natural, like you pretty much got it off the land, eat it, you actually don't need to clean your teeth. Any of your grain type foods and sugars and things like that, they stick to your teeth. It's just how it is. And yeah, you'd want to brush your teeth. But that can be as easy as chewing on a stick. And you can, even after you chew it for a while, then over your teeth, and that's fine. If you take amenities with you, just take a toothbrush and some toothpaste, and you're good to go. I'm a big advocate of water. If you have water in a handkerchief, you can pretty much take care of everything. This is what she does for her hair, because she has tight curls and they get real frizzy, and this doesn't happen with this. But I've heard of women doing this when they go camping, and you can take baking soda with you and you sprinkle it into your hair, and it actually kind of draws the oils into it, and then you can kind of brush your hair, and I've heard that you feel pretty clean afterwards. I wouldn't take soap, and you could actually, come to think of it, use baking soda under your arms for that type of stuff. You should use it just about anywhere, come to think of it. I'm actually a huge fan of it, Diva Cup or the Keeper or whichever one. I have had to use it in no water situations. You'll have to practice safe woods use in that. You're going to want to bury it and things like that. But there's really not a whole lot else you can do. I have never done the sphagnum moss thing. We have biodegradable pads and things like that, so I would be more inclined to use that, honestly. So my preference would be the Diva Cup. I mean that's my preference, period. It's environmentally better. It's when you urinate, you don't need anything. You have bowel movements. I have to tell you, I'm still a fan of toilet paper. I just am. You can totally use leaves. I've used them, and you don't have to be that clean. You gotta be pretty clean, but you could get to the dirt level of not being clean, which is what you're gonna get when you use leaves. And depending on what you have, moss is actually nice in that scenario. So moss is pretty good. Popular leaves are okay. They're good for the final cleanup, but they're a little too slick for other stuff. Your armpits are really nice to take care of, and then your genital area, and that's really about it. The rest of your body will be fine.